What's up, everybody? Welcome to the best 120 minutes of your day. Why is my head is so far down? Let me find out. But welcome. Let me get it right. 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 Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Nope, that's too far up. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get it right. I think that's it. I think that's it. Let me see. Should I go over here? Hold up. Let me. What's up, big coach? I'm trying to get my camera wasn't right, man. I'm sorry, Daryl Anderson. My camera wasn't right, man. I had to get it right. I don't know what they're doing to me today. Oh, I got to have everything right. What's up, gentlemen? Welcome. Let me share the show because when I popped on the show, I was adjusting my. Hold up. Let me see. Oh, there it is right there. Hold up. Let's share the show right quick. Robert Hatter. I just shared it. Let me go share it with my groups. On the show. I see you, Barry McDonald. Oh, it's finna get epic. Barry, let me get the sharing right. Let me share the my groups. And why don't y'all do the same thing while we're getting this thing right? Just let somebody else know. Cause somebody might not follow you. Text tag, tell somebody right quick. Say, look, man, hey, Chop Shop is on. The Chop Shop on right now. What you got? Talk to him. Let's see. I'm just looking through some stuff. Hold up, y'all. Just let them know. What's up, everybody? Man, let me get that shirt from you. You got it, big coat. Hatter, your name is not on the screen. Thank you. That is Moody. If I hit this quick little button right there, look what happens. Y'all give me 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. One second. Just stay there. I'm back. Eyes back, ball. Let me see. They trying to get me to do something. I ain't gonna do it. But I got y'all. What's happening? Wait a minute. Let's see. Y'all just give me. Y'all know I got something in store for you. Brandon Weefall. Let me shout out to everybody. Who I saw? I saw Barry. Who else I saw? Where is my? Oh, there's my cursor. I saw Barry McDonald. I saw Big Coach. I saw Daryl Anderson, and I saw Barry McDonald. I saw Thaddeus Moody. I saw Ed Harris. Had him. My name is on the screen. Oh, my girl, Sonya. Sonya, I've been nervous, man. You know when I don't see Sonya, I already lost Mindy. I can't lose Sonya too. I lose them two, I'm quitting. I'm telling y'all, them two gone, y'all. I'm gonna go. I'm wherever they at. I'm gonna go be with them. How about that? I'm gonna go be with them. What else I got? I'm trying to see where I'm gonna start this thing today. I know. We got to talk about the NCAA. We got to talk about that, right? We won't talk about that, right? Let's see. Let me see where I got. Where I'm at. Let me see where I'm at. Huh. But I know one thing though. We're gonna talk about the tournament. Let me see, can I pull the tournament up? I know my winner is still in. I don't know how to go back to my brackets. I ain't gonna tell you no story. I don't know how to go back to my bracket. I can't play around with you. Okay, here we go right here. It's telling you everybody who's gonna play everybody. It was a unique weekend, man, for basketball. It was unique. I enjoyed it. Who all enjoyed the college basketball? What y'all do this weekend? Did anybody do something different? You know, some of y'all might have didn't, but I really, really got a chance. Played a little bit of golf, just a little smidget. Uh, yeah, just a smidget. But I got a chance, Ricky Scott, Ivan Pettit, Janet Richardson. I got a chance to watch a basketball because I wanted to see. This is supposed to be one of those years. Um, I just wanted to see. You know, I talked about what was happening in the beginning of the season. I talked about the disparity of people having the high salaries, to pay these players, and people not having as much to pay these players. And sometimes it's just luck. You know, Kentucky had all the money they paid, but they got the wrong players. Um, that man's a jam-packed competitive basketball. Absolutely, Cougars versus University of Illinois. That's gonna be epic. That's gonna be epic. Uh, but no, 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 no. The Cougars play somebody else first, though. Hold up. Let me see, because that is Moody. I always get on here, and sometimes he just, you know. I thought they played Nebraska first. Let me see. Hold up. Where the Cougars at? Where the Cougars at? Where the Sweet 16? Oh, they play Illinois. You're right, babe. My bad, my bad. That is Moody. You're right. Yeah, right. You're right. You're right. They play Keegan Wild. Uh, you're right. I don't know what made me think that. You're absolutely right. Nebraska playing Iowa. And I tell people that if you want to go to this game, you better get your tickets early. Them Nebraska fans gonna fly. I don't know how the flight's gonna be because that. Yeah, hey, let me tell y'all something. You know, you know what's been getting me. You know what's been kind of getting me. Ray Moore. Ray Moore, y'all gave us a scare this weekend. He wasn't feeling too well, but he got discharged from the hospital. I'm just glad to see he's on the screen. But I, um, you know what? Something wrong. Cause if this had been anybody other president, y'all would have been complaining about these airports. Y'all would have been complaining about these airports. Y'all ain't complaining enough for me. So I know if y'all had mentioned it on this show, you haven't wrote your congressman. And I ain't never sent so many emails out in my life telling every one of them damn sorry ass Republican congressmen to fund the TSA. You're funding ICE. You know, I mean, sometimes we got to call a spade if it was anybody else. Y'all would be talking, everybody be talking points everywhere. What is it about this man and this administration that it's just something, I don't know what it is. But I don't know about y'all, but I spent hours in that damn line. My son trying to get back to his destination, he's spending times his line. My grandson and my daughter got to spend times in them damn lines today. Because we voted for the wrong damn people. Yes, I'm saying it. When I was in the airport, I made it known to all them people who walk around there. Y'all know why we in this predicament. See, it must not be affecting y'all's family. Y'all might not be going on no trips. All them people heard it in a hospital or in an airport like that. They're soft targets. This clown going, tell me he going golfing. Let me give me a drink. Then I get back to this. You ain't gonna never say Robert Hatter didn't say nothing about it. Now we can get on to this other stuff, but when you ain't gonna never be able to say, right? Well, rather you never said you lie. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Let me see what y'all talking about. Lack of funds is the reason why Texas State women coach said that they lost by 58 points to LSU. Can afford to pay their players. Keith Avery, I can't believe a team at Texas Tech talking about lack of funds. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Y'all let me. Oh, I didn't even fix. Oh, I didn't even fix my windows. All right, I got to do it while y'all on here with me. Here we go. I didn't. Oh, okay. Well, let me just put that up there. See, can we see what they get up there? Keith Avery, I didn't fix my windows today. So I got Janet. Excuse me a minute, Janet. I know you ain't gonna be on long, so let me get as much as I can while Miss Janet is on the air. Let me try to compact this thing. Come on down, son. Come on back. Come on back. All right, hold up. I ain't trying to do that. Ah, this stuff making me sick. I should have. I couldn't have did it before the show. Oh, Keith Raver, I can't even put you back on the screen no more. Let me get out of that here. Let me go here. Let's go here and see. Let's go here and see. Can I put you up on the screen here? Well, can I put you? I can't put the comment on the screen. I got to find a comment. Find a comment. Oh, I've took them. Okay, there you go. There you go. Key favorite. I don't understand that. Lack of fun. Texas Tech. They got funds over there. I don't want to hear what she got to say. Ray Moore said he was very impressed. He was very impressed with young Lucas coach. You was impressed with Hurley and Cronin. Outstanding. How were they outstanding? What did they do? What did they do? Tell me what did they do that was outstanding? Give me something. What did they do? What is that on my something on my camera? Let me see something, y'all. See like something on my camera. Huh. What did they do, Ray Moore? He said, I drive every. The president cares about no one but himself. Okay, I believe. My name, still missing my name. My name is right there. That is Moody. What are you talking about? I don't want my name on there when I'm making the comments. My name ain't on there when I got the comments. It ain't gonna be on that one. Let me run this now. Run your shoes over. Let me run this. But I'm sitting here, Jay, Jax. You love the sets they ran, especially out of timeouts. Okay, all right. I didn't see that, Ray. I'm tell you, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Because you seem like you're talking about the teams that lost. Hurley won, but Cronin and Lucas lost. So, I mean, shouldn't we be talking about the team that's won? The won? So I guess the team that beat them wasn't running successful sets after timeouts. I'm just asking, Eric. Eric, I'm just, I asked what y'all like about a tournament. And Ray said he liked what Cronin. They were outstanding. I don't know what they did was outstanding. Hold on, let me make this thing smaller again. Oh, hold up, y'all. I don't know, Ray Mo. You got to help me. You just can't tell me nothing. You got Robert Hatter want to know what's happening. Hold on. Hold on. Robert Hatter want to know what's going on, buddy. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got this thing. Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't finished. Let me put Ray Mo back up there. Let me put Ray Mo back up there. Oh, I got to make it bigger, Ray Mo. I don't know what you're talking about, Ray. You got to be a little bit more clear. You remember this is Chop Shop now. We don't just take that old generic. We don't take that little generic. The coach was outstanding. What the hell did they do after their timeouts? Give me something. We might have missed that part. I know two of these coaches got beat. But let me keep going. I'm not just saying the NIL and the portal at its finest. I don't think that I'm waiting on somebody to give me some. You was impressed by High Point. You was? They lost too. The Iowa Bulldogs and the Drake Hawkeyes still winning. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You was impressed by High Point. Okay. Hold up, y'all. Let me clear my nose out of here for a second. I'm just listening. I'm listening. I don't understand this. I don't understand. Y'all were more impressed by the teams that lost. I got it. I saw bits and pieces, but I ain't see everything. Rob Martin from High Point proved he belonged in the NBA draft for the second round. Ed Harris, what team do you have to draft him? Last time I heard, are you a GM? Y'all impressed by the point guard, and that's enough to get him drafted. See, that's what happens. That's what happens. Y'all ain't mentioned Rob Martin not one time all year. And he had an out-of-world, out-of-body performance, and that equates to going to the second round. No, don't want to hear nothing about that. I'm talking about he's too small. Y'all got to stop this, man. Just cause a guy have a good game, and just to show you, y'all got to stop this. Y'all got to stop this. He reminds you of a young TJ Ford, Ed Harris. Let me get this out. Ed Harris, I was prepared for y'all to say something like that. Had a pretty good game. Little old midget shot too many threes. Good free throws, 5 assists. But the NBA, second round, who you gonna knock out? He reminds you of TJ Ford. Speed kills. Well, Ed Harris, tell me, you've been on this show the whole season. You have not mentioned this boy one time. Not once. And you talking about speed kills. The G League is full of people that got speed. Overseas is full of guys that got speed. Pace. Let me hear you. Pace kills. Let me remember. Pace. P-A-C-E kills in basketball. Speed don't kill in basketball. I know a lot of guys that's speeding up and down the goddamn floor out of control. Speed don't kill. Second round pick either. What do you mean? A second round pick. You know what? You know what, y'all? You know what? I see why I have to just talk basketball sometime. Because y'all just sit up there and listen to them announcers and run to listen to them announcers. You can say you enjoyed his performance, but his ass is going home. I would have enjoyed his performance if he'd have beat Darius Acuff in Arkansas. There's a lot of people I enjoyed their performances, but they got to figure out something else to do. But I ain't gonna sit up here and talk about nobody, no second round pick. Y'all must think this NBA is easy. A second round pick, and you ain't said nothing about him the whole season. But just cause of that one game. Boy. I see why some people are general managers and some people are not. That man said speed kills. Now, I saw a diminutive guard that I would give a chance in the NBA, the one that played for Cal Baptist. The stuff he did was a little bit different from this other, the High Point guy. I'm just talking about translatable things. And I ain't saying where he can go in the draft. But the guy, Dominique Daniels Jr., that's the one. See, High Point won that game. Dominique, if Cal Baptist had won that game, y'all been saying the same thing about him. I just, y'all, I love y'all, man, but quit, listen. Thank you, Doug. But Doug, we can't keep doing that, y'all. Come on now. And I ain't saying you got to be all doom and gloom. But don't be putting nobody on the second round. So when you put him in the second round, you say he one of the 60 best players on the whole planet that's going to get drafted. You follow me? That's what you're saying. Because it's 30 teams, 30 in the first round, 30 in the second round. So you saying he is one of the best prospects in the whole world. Because you seen him play one time. Y'all follow me? And I ain't telling you to change him. Y'all might think he cold. Yeah, he cold. He good. Listen, I didn't say he wasn't good, but I ain't finna put him in the NBA draft yet. That ain't my job. I ain't finna put him, because I'm not a GM. I can't put him up there. What I do is just talk about, he had great exports. I even put his stats up on the thing. Shout out to Prairie View. They won that one game. Then they come back and they put him in against them damn monsters. But that man said the 2026 draft is deep. This ain't like when Bronny came out. Bronny got picked 55th or 54th, right? Melvin Dew. No, ain't nobody gonna gamble on that kid, man. These dudes don't. Come on, man. No. Well, since this draft is so deep, who's gonna be in the 55th place? The 55th. Who's gonna be the 55th pick? that will knock Bronny out if Bronny was in this draft? Who is going to be taken with the 50? You said it. Listen to me, y'all. This is why I love for y'all to put it in the script. Who going to take him out? That man said, I like the other dude. You like Billy Richmond over Acuff? Eric, you been drinking this morning? That man said, this is what kills me about people. Why couldn't you say, man, what about Billy Richmond? Watch this, y'all. I like the other dude at Arkansas, not Acuff. Wait a minute, watch this, y'all. Watch this, y'all. Watch these people, man. Not Acuff. What the hell you don't like about Acuff? PV ran into a buzzsaw, meat grinder, but I enjoyed. You enjoyed their performance in the win. Okay, in the win. Okay. All right, not in the loss. They seem like they gave up. Okay. Well, you can like Billy Richmond. Billy Richmond, he's from Memphis, Tennessee. He chose Cal over Wichita, so you know I'm not very fond of him. So it's okay. It's okay. It's all right to like him, but I thought you trying to put somebody. Anybody else y'all trying to put in the NBA draft? I'm still waiting on Melvin Dews. He said, I'm saying you just can't throw a kid in the second round after one good game, similar to what you said. Oh, I'm okay. I got you though. I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard. And ladies and gentlemen, I think y'all being. I got mixed emotions about Bronny. I know if his dad wasn't LeBron James, he wouldn't have got drafted. I know that. But I thought he was NBA type. I thought he could play in the NBA one day. But y'all don't mean, but sometimes you just got to go be at the right place at the right time, and you got to be able to hit shots. Man, I love that boy from Iowa. Them two big old dudes from Iowa. Florida made the dumbest, the bonehead. And ladies and gentlemen, I can not play any highlights of these games because the NCAA are tight on everybody. The teams. Wait till I tell y'all the story about the teams couldn't even put out footage on their own players. This is not a debate. No. This is not a debate. Eric, it's not a debate. It is not a debate. I'm not debating you. I'm not debating you. I'm just trying to figure out, why y'all always trying to put somebody in the NBA. No, that's NBA is not that. It's just not that easy. It's just not that easy. Even these dudes getting their head tore off at the Washington Wizards. They pretty good. They will come and just, and I know, yeah, the dude hit 83 on him, but guess what? Ain't nobody else hit 83 on him. You know, all you people talking about the 83. Ain't nobody else hit 83 on the Washington Wizards. You follow me? Because we still got people discounting what's happening. He said, I'm glad Florida lost, trying to bust the clock on my Panthers. Come enjoy the rest of the tournament with the rest of us. But you know what? They supposed to. I think the Panthers seem like they act like they were scared of them dudes. I'm just me personally. I just don't understand it. I really don't understand how some people can beat you by the speed limit. Cause it's a certain, I know Doug, but Doug, it's just a certain amount of possessions you're gonna have in a game. Right? It's just a certain amount of possession. I wish I could get that official score key. Florida had enough to win. It had enough to win. You can't, Clayton was last year. I keep hearing people talking about Florida ain't got no Walker. Hell no, they ain't got Walter Clayton. And they ain't got a lot of people. They ain't got Aberdeen. They ain't got that ain't got nothing to do with it. Florida had a chance to win that game. But their big people was getting their head beat in down there. And though their big people are used to just treating people like they did Prairie View. But you can't, everybody ain't gonna let you just do that. They get scared, man. I'm just watching them. I'm watching because I done seen this team play a lot of times this year, y'all. Prairie View. I probably have seen Prairie View play more than anybody on this thing because I had to scout them. I had to read over them. I had to call 2 other games. I know everything that team can do. I just never thought they'd be scared. Just never thought they'd be scared. What you think about the ending of the Kansas game, the fouling strategy? I think it was a great strategy. Kansas just made the dumbest play I ever defensive. This boy, Darren Peterson, made me not really like him as a player. He was guarding his man and not the ball. Y'all got to go look at the stuff yourself. He just dude, all you had to do is be in help and make the dude somebody said, hey, Hatter, oh well, ooh, Zay got it. Okay, Zay got it. All is well, baby. But you asked about the Kansas game. I didn't mind the strategy because all you're trying to do is take time off the clock. Y'all got to realize the clock, time, score, the clock is very important. And they got the clock the way they wanted to. But you not expecting them to take a guy that's left-handed, take a dude all the way to the hole and without no resistance and no help. You're hanging out. They didn't got time to kick the ball out. And Darren Peterson you guard the basketball, ladies and gentlemen. The most important thing on the floor is the basketball. You worried about your man. No. You wasn't guarding him anyway. He just cleared you out. You should have stayed there. Make him make another pass. The time is gone. I mean, listen, ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. Bill Self, Todd, what's the boy, Todd? These some of the best coaches, man, in the world. I'm not out coaching. I'm just had the advantage of seeing this game from my couch. So it's a lot I can say. It's a lot you can say. A lot everybody can say. But I'm not in that hot seat. Where's the assistant coaches? That's why assistant coaches is so important. It's all they had to do, Ken Dean. Ken Dean, and I want to play some clips, but the NCAA trying to charge everybody $15,000. Man, I'm not giving them a quarter to play it on this show. Oh, the NCAA, wait till I tell y'all what they did with the NCAA this March. Man, them people said they paid this much money for this thing. We want all the clicks. Sterling Creeks, I didn't understand it. You can't guard a dude that ain't had a bucket the whole game. 3 seconds, he just went around you. And Darren Peterson, all you had to do is I just don't understand, man. These kids, y'all done gave these kids he the next Kobe. He's the next guy. Where my man at? Ed Harris. That's why I don't Ed Harris. I don't get caught up in the mess. Y'all got to show me. All I would say is a guy gonna have a chance. And then it's up to him. He said, I'm with you on what win the game on a layup, unheard of. No, you can't do that. I mean, And Bobby Knight says it, and I don't say it on the air on my or when I'm broadcasting the game, because I don't want nobody to think I'm calling their son dumb, right? You know, because these parents get very, very sensitive. Even if you just said, man, the man made a turnover. He talking about my baby made a turnover. He did make a damn turnover. But he said, and y'all got to hear this. And y'all got to understand this. Them 2 plays there cost them guys, them was dumb plays. So he said, dumb loses more games than being smart wins. Dumb, making dumb plays loses more games than making smart plays wins games. Everybody that lost had some dumb plays to make them lose the game. What's the coach name? What's Florida's coach name? Who always arguing with everybody? You want to argue with somebody? Somebody gonna slap the hell out that little skinny ass boy. He always got something to say to everybody. What's his name? Todd. Let me look it up. I'll look it up right quick. Florida's basketball coach. What is his name? Here it is. Okay, I got him right here. What is his name? Todd Golden. Thank you. I would have never, because Golden went in. But Golden always talking crazy to somebody. Always, because he know ain't nobody going to swing on him. Shut up, dude. You won last year. You ain't winning this year. That's dumb play. That's dumb. You had 100 coaches on that damn sideline. And nobody said, coach, let's not guard the basketball. Let's keep the ball in front of us. Texas Gonzaga game. My thoughts, I really don't have no thoughts, because I don't really like Texas. I really don't have too many thoughts on it. I mean, we can talk about it. I just, you know, they won, they from Texas, but ladies and gentlemen, I don't like Gonzaga either. So I'm gonna just tell you the truth. I watched that game with very, I don't like Sean Miller. I don't like what he stands for. I don't like the fact that he can sit up here and still coach. Him and Real Wade can sit up here and still coach and get multi-year contracts. And Book Richardson, who worked with him at the same university and was under him as an assistant coach, he got a 10-year show cause. He can't work in college basketball. But his boss, the guy who he was doing the stuff for that benefited the boss still playing. So, Jay, if you want to talk about it, give me your thoughts. I'll talk with him. I talk to you about it. You give me something that you saw in the game. I like the fact that Tremont Marks play on the team, and he from Houston, the Houston area. But other than that, man, I'm sitting there looking at all of these teams. You know, we got the number 2 seed. Texas is the number 11 seed, but they got the resources to be whatever the hell they want to be. Let's see. Let me go down here. Who else we got? Michigan and Alabama got resources at the wazoo. They supposed to be there. Number 1 and the number 4 seed. Let me get back. I didn't mean to do that. We got Duke and St. John's. Finance to the hilt. Supposed to be there. Michigan State and UConn, the 2 and the 3 seeds, Supposed to be there. Iowa and Nebraska, Big Ten. Illinois, Houston, supposed to be there. Ain't no Cinderellas. Iowa State, Tennessee, resources. No Cinderellas. And I remember now, and I don't really want no Cinderellas because the last time they had a Cinderella, we had the game here. Anybody can get a seat. Who was that? San Diego and San Diego State. I got it somewhere in my notes. San Diego State, all of them. Who was that? San Diego State. 2 mid majors in the Final Four. People didn't like that. The situation last year went away as it never happened. Absolutely. But you know what I thought about Houston this weekend, ladies and gentlemen? Uh, uh, Big Ten had 6 teams. Absolutely, I'm gonna get to all that in a minute. But ladies and gentlemen, this week in Houston, the PGA Tour, the Texas Children, Houston Open will also be playing on Thursday at Memorial Park, while the Astros season opener is set for 3 p.m. The first pitch. Just a 10-mile walk from the Toyota Center. Not even that. Excuse me, a 10-minute walk. I said 10 minutes. 10-minute walk to the Toyota Center and the NCAA tournament game. Thursday is going, FAU. Thursday is going to be one of the most and FAU shouldn't have been there. They cheated us out there game. Thursday is going to be one of the most jam-packed days in Houston sports ever, with U of H in the Sweet 16 as the nightcapper, the headline. So that day, on a Thursday, when I get off this show, I probably would go over to Memorial Park. And if I like baseball, I would have went to see the Astros, but I don't. But I'm going to take that 10-minute walk to the Toyota Center to check that game out. But you know what? I was thinking about San Diego State. Thank y'all. But I was just thinking about it in college basketball, because high school basketball a little bit different. Somebody just text me something. Talking about, you going to the course and watch? Yeah. Yeah. But I was just thinking about something. Cal Perry said something. He said, administrations in college win championships. Coaches win games. In this era, the era of NIL, if you're not totally into it and you're not committed, you're not winning. You just can't. Administration wins championships. Coaches win games. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at these brackets again. Michigan. I gave y'all the Sweet 16 the other day, didn't I? Did I give y'all, if you was on the show, I gave you the Sweet 16s. The 16 colleges that got billionaires saying whatever you need, here it is. I gave it to you on Thursday. Michigan, several billionaires. Told you about Stephen Ross. Alabama. Tennessee, I told you about Tennessee. Iowa State. I don't remember they guy, but they got one. Texas, Purdue, Arizona, Arkansas. Let's not talk about Arkansas. Duke, St. John. St. John got a dude that told him that man, whatever it takes. But y'all, I don't too much care for him. But Rick Pitino has took 4 different teams to the Sweet 16. 4 different colleges. Some he doing. Some these players are responding to. I almost had a slip. Michigan State. I don't want to tell you how many donors they got. They got so much money. Magic said, whatever it takes. Matt Ishmael and his brother said, whatever it takes. UConn, Nebraska, and Iowa. Houston got their billionaire, Timothy Fertitta. Illinois. So it's big bank, take little bank. But you got to have the right coach. Let me tell you something. I used to wonder, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking. Now one coach but look like me. In the Sweet 16. Kevin Sampson, Indian. Close. But the others, 15. Are these guys that good? If they that good, then they're that good. And I just got to say they that good. Because these guys seem to win all the damn time. Nebraska. Brett Hoiberg. This dude, Ben McCallum, he came from Louisville. You know, everybody talking about, you know, he was a Division III coach. It don't matter. UConn, that crazy dude. You know, it was crazy coach versus crazy coach played each other when UCLA and UConn played yesterday. But I'm just Michigan State. I mean, now, what are black coaches? Got a lot of black players on a lot of these teams, except Iowa and Nebraska and Purdue. I'm gonna leave it alone because I know y'all. It don't bother y'all, but sometimes it just get to me. Sometimes that's all. But I get over it. But I'm just thinking about my son. I think he just left me. He's coming home today. He got to deal with this airport situation. My grandson and my daughter got to deal with this. But every time I think about that, I can't get it off my mind, ladies and gentlemen. The country made a choice November the 5th, 2024. This is what the federal government, completely controlled by Republicans, look like. So all you people think, well, I'm not Republican. Okay? I'm talking to you. We're in the middle of a major conflict with a country who has a history of state-sponsored terrorism. And we are paying our TSA security folks at the airport. We're not paying them. This is insane. And I got to talk about it because y'all ain't gonna talk about it. Y'all ain't nobody else, whatever else you listen to, they can't talk about it. But we in the middle of a major conflict with war with a country who has a history of a state-sponsored terrorism against us, and we are not paying the TSA security folks at the airport. If you voted and you're not a Republican, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to them other people. I don't want to hear about what I voted. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, all of y'all who was in line in the airport for 4 hours, but y'all don't do politics. Robert, I don't do politics. Politics gonna do you. I told y'all that. But Robert, I don't. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. I'm trying to see where I want to go. So much stuff. So much stuff. I'm at a conflict. With they talking about Rick Pitino, the Hurley brother, Dan Hurley. You know how they coach. And the media, who Charles Barkley said don't know nothing about sports, but he part of the media. Say, why is he yelling at his players? And they said that's called coaching. All my coaches on here. Is it possible to coach without yelling? Because I got yelled at all my life. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I got yelled at and cussed at all my life, coaching. Um, is it called coaching? Then they said, and parents and friends get mad because you're getting yelled at. Then they say, get better parents and get better friends. So you say hollering and all that hollering and cussing, it's not good coaching. Then Tom Izzo, he made a statement. He said, I respect the guys that have left. I understand why some of them did. You talking about, the Bayheims and all that. He said, but my boss told me a long time ago, your job is to be a steward of the game. Y'all to watch something here. I like that. Hold up. I'm finna see what, I know what my definition is, but I want to see what old Mr. Old Webster. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry. I messed up. I'm going somewhere with this, y'all. Just give me a second. Because I just want to know. Because I got cussed out a million times. Hopefully they don't fire them. Hopefully what he said? Hopefully they don't fire them. it's very possible you don't always have to yell to get your point across. Okay. Definitely can coach without yelling. You can parent without yelling. For me, being yelled at motivated me when I played. It didn't motivate me. They just yelled at me. I mean, I don't know many successful coaches that don't do it. See, again, we got different of opinions. I love this. Boy, my boy, y'all, hold up. Let me see, can I bring, can I bring my stuff back out there? Ken. Okay, there we go. Ken said, I don't know many successful coaches that don't holler. Okay. Let me put all these on here. Because I asked the question. Mr. Five said, no, it's not. What did I ask? Is it possible uh, to be a is it possible to not yell and still be a good coach? Uh, let me see something. I think I did. Boy, y'all know I think I got something. Yeah, I got it. 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 Jay said, "Oh, Jay talking about them sleeper cells." Jay, you know what you're talking about. He said it's very possible, but don't always have to yell to get your point across. Okay, all right. He said definitely can coach without yelling. You can parent without yelling. Okay. And Travis said it motivated him. Travis, I don't know if it motivated me. It just they just cause man don't pass that ball over there to Robert. They hollering in front of everybody. I remember. I don't know how many successful coach Ken said that don't. And I like y'all comments, and that's why I'm putting them on screen. I'm gonna take my time. Then I'm gonna get back to what I'm talking about. Um, then he said it's not the yelling, it's what is being said during the yelling. Now, when what he said, now when that's all that you do, then it's a problem. You have to know the player too. And I ain't talking to listen, that man said, I love Coach Patino. He recruited me. What? What you love about him? And that ain't how to spell his name. That ain't how to pronounce. You messed his name up. So next time, get his name right there, Bon. Coach Patino. You love him? How you love him? Let's get his name right first before we love him. The coach has to know which button to push on each other. Okay. Action set is part of the game. Okay. A woman coach that was yelling at her player and encouraged her, telling her she believed in her. We ain't talking about that. We're really talking about Rick Pitino. I wish I could show you. He's a I wouldn't want my son playing for Rick Pitino. I just don't like the way y'all, it's just something inside of me. I'm sorry. Some think you can't coach without cussing. Different stroke for different. Okay. Rick Pitino is cussing. He ain't cursing, he cussing. Cal is cussing. Who else be cussing? What? Dan Hurley? But let me keep going. The coach said, long time ago, he says coach told him that his job is to be a steward of the game. He said, I don't think right now enough coaches are standing up to being stewards of the game. So let me tell you what steward mean. Steward mean, Ken Starr. He said, never cared about the yelling, but calling people out of their name is a problem for me. Me too. These are different type of kids. They respond different than we did. It takes a little more creativity. Okay. You say you love this style and this manner. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm glad you did. He says, steward is a person responsible for managing, supervising, or protecting something such as an estate, property, finances, or resources. It also refers to staff providing services on ships, planes, all that. But what you're doing is you're a curator. You're an overseer. If you're responsible for whatever you're responsible for, you got to be able to manage it. You got to be able to administrate it. You got to be an agent of it. You got to be a supervisor. You got to be a custodian of it. You got to be a trustee. You got to be a caretaker. So Izzo said that he don't think enough coaches are standing up to be stewards of the game. Share this show, man, because this is about to get hot. And I saw where I forgot. I should have put his name down. It's a coach, and I know the guy too. What coach is that got a technical foul? Assistant coach. And somebody said, if I'm a head coach and one of my assistant coaches get a technical foul in the NCAA tournament, he can't come back next year. What coach did that got a tech? I forgot, man. I didn't put his name. That man said, was Bobby Knight cussing? What? Hold up. Let me see, and y'all got to realize, I used to like Bobby Knight. Don't tell nobody I told y'all that. Let me see. Bobby. Let me not watch this, y'all. Knight. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. This man said Bobby Knight cuss. Let's start with the chair first. Watch this. Let's start with the chair.
He's got technical. There's the tape.
Did anybody think he might have said a curse word or two? Somebody asked this Bobby. I know he was being kidding. But hold up, y'all. Let me see. I got some more on Bobby Knight. Y'all need to share it. I got some more. I'm gonna be here all week. Watch this. Hold up. Y'all got to realize, man. Don't y'all tell nobody, but I used to love him. Because I love Isaiah Thomas. Watch it. Watch how crazy it is, y'all. Watch it. Hold on. This on his show.
Occasion just got moved right out of position and gave up a lot of points. I feel that we just haven't. I'm really disappointed in the
of course
kind of fucking progress that we've made. God damn it! Fuck this show. Take this fucking show and forget it. Forget fucking basketball.
Who is that? Does he coach? Who does he coach? Hold up, y'all. Y'all, I didn't know he did all this now. But I used to. It was Isaiah. I think I used to like it because he was Isaiah's coach. Okay, Isaiah Thomas could do no wrong with me, right? But watch this though. Watch this now. Watch it.
The kid is just an absolutely great kid. If I were going to pick the 3 or 4 best athletes I've ever seen play basketball, he'd be one of them. I think he's the best athlete I've ever seen play basketball, bar none. If I were going to pick people with the best ability I'd ever seen play the game, he'd be one of them. If I were going to pick the best competitors that I'd ever seen play, he'd be one of them. So in the categories of competitiveness, ability, skill, and then athletic ability, he's the best athlete, he's one of the best competitors, he's one of the most skilled players, and that to me makes him the best basketball player that I've ever seen play. The kid is just an absolutely
y'all know who he talking about, was it? Hold up, y'all don't go down. Come on, y'all share the show. I need y'all to be on. Come on, I'm gonna use something. I'm setting y'all up for something. I think I'm setting y'all up for something. Hold up. Come on, Siri. I ain't talking to you. Siri trying to. Come on. Let me see if I got another that I want to show y'all. B-O. Hold up. Let's see. Bobby Knight. Let's see. That one. Hold up. I think that's it. Hold up. This it. I think that's it. Yeah, I think this.
Want to play, then I'm getting the fuck out of here. I mean, if you're not going to recover Greg Graham, if you're just going to let him drive by you, if the rest of you are going to let him catch the ball outside the 3-second lane and drive all the way in here without one guy challenging him, then I'm leaving and you fucking guys will run till you can't eat supper. Now, I'm tired of this shit. I'm sick and fucking tired of an 8-10 record. I'm fucking tired of losing to Purdue. I'm not here to fuck around this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you want your son being talked to like that? If Damon Stoudemire was talking to my son like that, I could stomach a little better, but not Bobby Knight. And like I said, I'm gonna repeat it again. It was an impressive win the other night. Somebody asked me about Texas beating that win, and Coach Sean Miller now has reached. Watch this, y'all. Coach Sean Miller has reached the Sweet 16, 5 with Arizona, 3 with Xavier. Speaking of numbers, ex-Arizona assistant, Book Richardson, the guy who helped him with those 5 Sweet 16s. He is in year 3 of a ridiculous 10-year show cause. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Baker, lift this ban on Book Richardson. Lift the ban on Lamont Evans. Lift the ban. Bruce Pearl is allowed to do whatever he wants to, but Chuck Person, we ain't heard from him no more. And then I look with South Florida, who was in the tournament, got beat. Their coach, Brian Hargison, right? He just signed a deal to be the next coach. He just lost the other day. He just signed a deal to be the next coach at Providence College. And it's hilarious how coaches get praised for bag chasing and leaving a mid-major for a high-major job after 1 year, but let a mid-major player chase a bag to a high major after 1 year, and he's ungrateful, and he's running from adversity. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all something. These young men are not all running from adversity. These coaches are telling these damn boys they got to move around. When you see them in this transfer portal, I'm telling you, they are. Penny will yell at your ass. He said, I wouldn't have mind playing for Bobby Knight because I never had a problem doing work. My dad talked to me like that. Yeah, okay. That's good. Penny never yelled as a player or a coach and had the privilege of spending 10 days with him and played. Oh, yeah, and I mean, Penny get mad now. Don't get it twisted. But he ain't finna demean you or dehumanize you. He just gonna say, man, come on, man. Come on now. If you make him mad and he cussing, you doing what Harry Baker said. What'd you say? You're not working. Only time that Penny, if you're not working, and he know you can do better. What he said, Cincinnati X just signed with Charlotte University. When did Charlotte fire their coach? Thad Moody, when did Charlotte fire their coach? So Wes Miller gets fired and go get when did Charlotte I don't understand it. Y'all got to help me. Let me look this up. Because that is Moody said that now. Let me just look up old Wes Miller name and see what happened. When did Charlotte? I'm not trying to see. When did Charlotte fire their coach? Charlotte is hiring Wes Miller as his next year, and he's agreed to. He's the former head. When did Charlotte? Y'all, that's the quietest. Ladies and gentlemen, when did Charlotte fire their coach? Can anybody tell me? A few weeks ago. So my boy got fired. Now he might not get fired because he went there. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Now, y'all, I did not know this. On the subject, what do you think of the video I sent you of Brenda Freeze? She was telling the player, I believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself. It's a good video. I saw it. Oh, they fired him. Thank you, Aaron Wilford. 5 days ago. Okay, thank you. I didn't know. My partner is my partner is one of the assistant coaches, Byron Dinkins. But he went to the University of Charlotte. They probably gonna retain because I think part of the deal, whoever be the new coach, they always got to keep Dink on the staff. Man, can I text him right quick? Y'all hold up. Let me text. Hold up, man. I didn't know the coach got fired, man. Hold up, y'all. I'm out of touch. You know what I like about him? He didn't call me, tell my Robert, man, my coaching got fired, man. I knew you need to help me get a job. Man, I just found out. He might be listening. I just, found out your coach got fired. I did not know it, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you, Thaddeus Moody. Thank you, man. I didn't know it. I mean, I'm going to see if he going to hit me up. Wait a minute. Good afternoon. I should have said good afternoon first. I didn't have time because I'm on the show. I just want to know. God, dog, I would call him. Y'all. But I would call him. I wonder would he answer the phone. Hold up, y'all. I done got nose in that. Hold on. Let me see who answer the phone. Hold on. Y'all just hold on. No. Wait a minute. Don't y'all say nothing. Okay. That's one phone. You know, they have more than one phone. Let me try this phone. Hold up. Let me see this phone. No. I'm just trying to find out, man. I didn't know this. That's one of the few college games that I went to this year, other than TSU and U of H. When in Memphis, when Charlotte played Rice, I went over there, came to the game. So that's crazy, man. Wow. But somebody asked me a question. I looked at something. I want y'all to have a look at it. I'm just gonna put it up on the board and showing you this gap when we see. I want y'all to see this gap, the $10 million gap, the new financial reality of college basketball. Florida, $10 million roster. Florida required donor contributions to retain and recruit elite talent. They had a $2 million transfer. A single guard left Florida for $2 million payday. I guess that's Aberdeen. Went to Kentucky, and they played against TSU got Prairie View had a 0 payroll. Florida had 115. They had 55. Dominance in the paint. 54 point advantage in rebounding. 54-point rebounding advantage over Prairie View. But this is the new financial reality of college basketball. I just wanted to make sure y'all see this, and I want let y'all know this. And Gary, if Gary Carter, you still there? I want you you to comment on this. Let me make sure he's still there, Gary Carter. Hold on, because it's some kind of way affects him sometime. Are you still on? Because I got some I want to talk to y'all about, and I watched this year, and I hope Gary's still there. Gary, I might ask the question, why teams aren't posting their March Madness highlights? And I got this article. It said on Thursday, Nebraska men's basketball team, right, made history with their first ever win in the NCAA men's basketball tournament, right? But they didn't post the highlight reel on X. Instead, the Huskers posted a graphic stating that we regret to inform you that due to NCAA restrictions, there would be no immediate cinematic recap of Nebraska's 27 win versus Troy. And let me see. And on their social media, they even put it on their social media. And they aren't the only one. What it said? He said, "Dear Husker Nation, we regret to inform you that due to NCAA, we won't do it." That's their tweet that they put out. And they aren't the only one. Schools across the country have resorted to using GIFs and photos and screenshots and even stick figure drawings to celebrate in-game highlights. They've written disclaimers to fans explaining the lack of videos using lack of videos using iPhone notes and app screenshots and letters. He said the reason is the NCAA in-game footage licensing policy that limits or in some cases outright prohibits. That's why I'm not playing none on the show, because they'll flag me. Teams from posting their own in-game highlights from NCAA-owned championships and social media. So all them other tournaments they could, but in this particular tournament, they said no. Let's say what he said. If schools want less restrictive posting capabilities, they can purchase them for $5,000 per tournament, according to the email from the front office sports. The policies aren't new or unique to NCAA. They said all leagues and events have restrictions on the use of their in-game content, but the NCAA's policies have drawn some criticism from school and conference officials who argue the policies are unnecessarily restrictive for the participating teams themselves. TNT Sports, one of the networks, part of the men's media rights package, owns and operates the NCAA March Madness. Do you know that I just found out every day, Danielle, they don't even own Sweet 16. That's why they don't say it that much. They don't own the copyrights to Sweet 16. That was back in what 1917 that got copyrighted. The Sweet 16 of a high school boys basketball tournament. Like one of the young guys who came on one of the young guys played for, he said, we own to the third round. He didn't say we own to the Sweet 16. So this stuff must be, do anybody else know anything about this? I mean, look, this is what Virginia did. Watch what Virginia did, had a stick man. During the game. You can't post nothing during the game. It's crazy. Hold up. Duke had something too. Watch it. What did Duke do? Duke had this is what Duke had. 11-0 run. they couldn't post nothing. I mean, it's different. He said, I had a great time officiating. Whoa, 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 whoa. Herb officiated. Herb, you went from having a team in the icebreaker. Y'all, hold up. I got to put this on screen. Now you reffing icebreaker. Boy, I love the evolution of this game. Somebody said, I would like to see an all HBCU national championship in basketball, kind of like in football. Would you? Herb, man, hey, man, that's good, man. And you know what? I got a question. I got a question to Houston. Freight, coaching a basketball team in the icebreaker. Now he calls games. It's just unique, man. That I see the evolution of you guys, and y'all make me think of something. Herb, you made me think of something. Herb, I was this weekend. You know, this is my weekend to talk to the young people that I mentor all over the country who was on Zoom. And I thought about that, Herb. The white Thomas used to work with me, how good he is now at refereeing, and how y'all are able to pivot and do things like that. But Herb, when I think about the things that you're doing, man, I'm proud of y'all. But when I was talking to these kids, I was talking, and he said, yeah, they let us go this past Tuesday. He said it. Wait a minute, hold up. Do they still retain you? Hold up. Do you stay? Do you stay? Like the last time? I got another conversation. But Herb, Herb, I want you to hear this. I want you to hear this. I want everybody to hear this. I want you to share the show. Because I was thinking about them kids when I was talking to the kids, Trey Phillips and Travis Lynch. I was telling them about being able to do more than one thing. I went and even told him, I said, David, in the Bible, David was a poet. He was a musician. He was a shepherd. He was a writer. And then David became a warrior. You know, that's the one who swung that rock and hit Goliath. But maybe sometimes, he said, I had to take an NCAA call for the Sweet 16. Okay, got you. Okay. Oh, okay. Now, coach going back and forth with me now. So they ain't let him know nothing yet. So we'll get back to that. I'm gonna get back to him but Herb, this is go. I got me, Herb. See, and what I was telling the kids said maybe sometimes it's some stagnation periods in your life. And when you have them stagnation periods, you got to develop more than one gift. You follow me? Let me talk to my men out here. I'm a young fellas out here. Let me talk to them. Remember I said, in your stagnation period, when you think you ain't doing nothing, like when the pandemic was hit, you when something happened, when you're given a down moment, or this anything that's stagnant in your life, you got to develop more than one gift. Don't just focus on making it to the NBA or the NFL, right? NFL stands for not for long. I've said it on this show a million times. The NBA, no boys allowed. Okay? If you put all your focus in one area, what happens when injuries take you out of that area? I'm watching, I've had the blessings of being around this sports industry for so long and watch guys pivot when they got off the court out of football and watch what they're doing afterwards. You always have to pay because football gonna end. It ended for Charles Woodson. It ended for Lando Pace. It ended for Ty Law. All of them ended for Penny. It ended for Michael Red. It gonna end for everybody. Where are you at? You got to be able to develop more than one gift. You put all your focus in one area. What happens, like I said, and you young ladies, I ain't left y'all out. I know you look good. And I know it looks good to have a man pay your bills. Looks good. But do me a favor. Do me a favor. Don't be out here marking yourself. Don't be out here marketing yourself to be this fine Instagram model, right? Waiting on somebody to slide in your DMs to take care of you, okay? Because those BBLs have gravity, all right? That plastic get hard. Prepare yourself. Get your mind right. Get your own education. So when a man comes, he's an addition, right? Not a necessity. Build yourself. That's why I'm so proud of Herb. Said, look, okay, I can pick, man, I can call a back. I know this game. I can call a basketball game. Build yourself. Build your strengths and all the talents. You got talents to do something else. And that's not just it for her. It's some other talents you got. What can we do besides what we're doing now? What? Is it baking? Is it doing hair? Is it writing papers? Y'all, in this world of artificial intelligence, man, shout out to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan took some artificial intelligence and made the likeness of me and Jimmy, and I still ain't got over it yet. Let me see. Is that it? It blew me away. But he sit there and develop another gift. I wouldn't have never, everybody said, Robert, why don't you do this? Because everybody was doing it. I never thought, but thank you, Michael Jordan. And he made a couple songs. But I keep telling you, whatever it is, you can't just focus on one thing. Y'all know I'm speaking to them in the next generation. And I'm speaking to our guys, our other guys. David was a shepherd, a musician, a warrior, a worshiper, a strategist. He didn't box himself into one lane. He was prepared on multiple levels. Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't never in my life said I'm going to study to be an announcer for a basketball game ever in my entire life. And I got a call on a Wednesday. To talk about whether or not I want to take a job announcing a game at Prairie View on Saturday, this Wednesday. I didn't give him my answer on Wednesday. I had to think about it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I ain't want to do it because I ain't never did it. I'm serious. I said, no, I can't do it. So I talked again on Thursday, agreed Thursday night, but on Saturday morning, I had to learn 2 women's teams and men's teams, Texas Southern, and be able to call this game on Saturday afternoon. I mean, it was an early game. I'll never forget it. I had to cram like I was in law school. I wanted to know everything about, and half the stuff I didn't use, but I wanted to be prepared. I was thinking about David. He didn't box himself into one lane. He was prepared. What I just said, be prepared. on multiple levels. It's because he was prepared, when the door opened, he was ready. When preparation meets opportunity, that leads to success. This is what I was talking to these young people about. And I told them, I said, God was positioning him for the kingdom. But he used one of his gifts to get him close to it. Oh my God. I just received that myself. I don't even care if y'all didn't get it. He was being positioning for the kingdom, David was. But he used one of his gifts to get close to where he wanted to be. He was not yet the king, y'all. He was a musician in the palace. But being a musician in the palace gave him access to see what the king should act like. Your gifts make rooms for you. Shout out to Herb. Shout out to everybody who taking a pivot. And let me see. Hey, that is Amy. Thinking of. Hold up. Somebody just, that was a weird one. I think my sister, she be giving people my number. But he said I was bumping the blues version. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me see if I got, did I put the version in here? Let me see that I downloaded. I appreciate you, Michael. Joy. Let me see that I downloaded it. I ain't did the blues version yet, but let me let y'all get it. Hold up, y'all. I'm trying to find the other one for y'all. Hold up. Oh, I got to load it up. What would it be? Okay, here it is. It might be it right here. Let me see. No, that ain't it. Hold up. I think it's this one. Oh, here it is. Hold up. Let me send it to you. Hey, y'all, this dude is amazing. And let me make sure I label it. Let me see. Blues version. Hold up, y'all. Wait a minute. Chop Shop Blue. Let me hold up. That man says sound like Lakeside. What's up, Brad? Brad, watch this, Brad. Hold up, watch this. Hey, this is what I love about the Chop Shop, man. I wouldn't have never thought of it. Let me see. Wait, I'm waiting on it to pop up. Okay, there we go. Right there. Check it out. We swing with the Chop Shop. Are you ready? We swinging with the Chop Shop. Are you rolling? We swinging with the Chop Shop. Are you ready? I just had to give y'all a little snippet of that, man. Thank you, Michael Jordan. Jada Mara is in the building. One of our young next generations who I hope got that information that I just shared with her. Use all your gifts. Jada, it ain't no telling which one of them gifts that you're going to be able to use to get you to where you want to be. And those the young people, those the people that I'm trying to reach. And but when I was talking to my young group of people, Jada, I shared that with them, and I was thinking about Herb. making a transition from just, was calling about, not necessarily, I mean, coaching the summer basketball. Now he is refereeing from a whole different perspective than a lot of y'all would have. He didn't probably cussed out referees. He understands referees being, what they are. So Sonya said it's cute intro. I like the second song. Okay. All right. I like both of them. I like both of them, man. You can't, I like both of my kids. I like both of my babies. But I got a question for y'all. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. Just in case you didn't know it, because I got so much stuff I can get into, but I'm gonna save some of it for the rest of the week. Kevin Freitman want to know everybody that Jada Morrow goes to North Carolina A&T with his daughter. Let me put it up on the screen. This is for Kevin Freitman. Okay, hold up. This for the Morrow family and the Freitman family. This is for y'all. All right, back to business. Here we go. And I want y'all to be real with me. What has happened to the excitement, to the fervor, to the vim, vigor, vitality of the basketball, grassroots, summer basketball, space in the city of Houston? What has happened? Listen, it was a thriving, vibrant, of course we had good players, but something happened. It was a catalyst that started to take us down a spiral that I'm just not too fond of. You had people around the country calling me, asking me, man, why is there so much conflict? I call here asking about one player. Somebody's talking about negative about this. That person don't know what he talking about. That person don't know what he talking about. All this confusion, y'all. Share the show. This real. And I know some of y'all, y'all scared to talk about it, don't want to talk about it. Just thank God he got a guy like Robert Adder. I don't care. You feel me? I just want to get it back going in the right direction. Because it's hurting our young men and our young women. It ain't hurting the women as much, but our young men. We constantly having down years of Division I recruiting, and we're talented too. But if Kevin Freitman is saying this kid ain't this, and then Pete Ely over there talking about the kid ain't this, and then Trey Phillips coming saying this kid ain't this, then Sonya Billings and Michael Jordan talking about this. Everybody saying, but Robert, what? I don't trust the sound coming out of Houston. You got a man that had been ranking your kids for years, 20-some years. And y'all ran him out, it made him not even want to rank your kids no more. And all the rankings was a barometer, was something just to show you where your kid at. Not to say your kid ain't this, it's what it could be. And I tried to give y'all, my son never got caught up in it. We talk about it all the time. He said, man, I don't know what them people be saying. I see y'all gonna be quiet. No comment. Okay. Y'all part of the problem. Part of the problem. Because Gary, I asked a question. Last week, Gary, I said, nobody, Gary, it didn't care, Gary. The reason this show was so necessary, because people were talking about summer basketball. You playing for this program, you playing for this program, you playing. Man, we used to always, right before the icebreaker, we always said, okay, after the icebreaker, somebody gonna change teams because, what happened to the vim, vigor, and vitality of summer basketball, grassroots basketball? It used to be a hot topic. Me, Chris Walker, and then we had the college coaches come on here talk. We had Sonia Benton come on here talk. Everybody was talking about it. We was even doing a live broadcast from the season opener. He said we lost that feeling. Ladies and gentlemen, just one of the reasons that I was coming on the Chop Shop. Hold up, my grandson, y'all. Hold on 1 second. He trapping. Hold on 1 second. What's up, baby? I'm doing the show. No, I ain't watching basketball this time. I'm doing the show on my computer. I'm doing the show. Can I call you back in a few minutes? What time you going to the airport? Huh? You don't know what time? All right, I'll call you as soon as the show over with. I'm going to call you right back, okay? I'm going to call you right back, man. I got to do the show. Come on, man. I'll call you back when I get off the show. All right? All right. So back to y'all. I'm sorry. I thought my daughter was calling, telling me something. He said I lost that. He said at 10 p.m. I used to be 5 videos and the kids on the rim Saturday night. Yes. Rob, none of the major teams played this weekend. I understand. Okay. They not one. You mean the sneaker team? They didn't play this weekend. He said now they're worried about losing kids or if the coach is going to be there. Coach is going to be there. He said, my good friend Keith Kimball told me to start officiating 15 years ago, but I was hell-bent on putting our kids in position to attend college for free. And you did a good job, Herb. He don't want to get me on the phone. Hey, he got his own. Y'all gotta understand, man got his own iPad. he ain't gonna let nobody stop calling me. He ain't gonna let nobody stop him calling. But Ken Gamble, and I really, really love his input on this bag. He said it's gotten watered down, too many teams, too many circuits, and the talent is spread thin. But what about the interest and the love of the game and just the basketball part of it? Why ain't nobody saying, Rob, I need you. Rob, I need you to come watch this guy. Rob, come watch this guy. Hey, you need to see this guy. People don't even say it no more. I just don't understand. You follow me? And it bothers me because I had a son, he grew up in this community, and it was on and popping. And I know it's some people are responsible for this downfall because you got to realize, man, I come, if I come on my house and I'm trying to do business with y'all, and I meet all y'all, and all y'all are arguing with each other, talking about this dude ain't this dude, I'm not finna come mess with y'all at all. Are y'all following me? Let's say me and Gary, we go down to we go down to Florida. We go down to Miami. Me and Gary go down to Miami. And we go down to Miami. We just trying to find out who the best players and what the best players are. You know, we trying to find out all that good stuff, right? And Gary, then we got everybody talking negative about this kid. I like this kid. I don't 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 like this. You ain't this. This dude here ain't this. This dude here don't know nothing. This dude here ain't never played no basketball before. He don't know nothing. This dude here played hockey. He don't know. Me and Gary finna leave that city saying, man, I ain't finna deal with them. Are y'all following me? He said, I saw a kid from San Diego that looks like, moves like, and he plays like as a young kid. Oh, you did this weekend? Okay. Because we keep an eye for talent regardless of where you're from. Yeah, but I was using me and you as an example. Gary, I'm talking about, I was talking about is people outside of the city, Ken, used to call me and say, man, what the hell is going on in Houston? I said, what you mean? He said, man, I can't get a fair read on some of the kids because everybody talking negative about everybody in Houston. I sit there and ate dinner with a coach, and I'm wondering why all this, I'm a basketball people ain't. He said, man, I don't trust what these people say, Robert. And I ain't talking, see, y'all missing the point. I'm not talking about the down point of talent. And still, you can be excited about somebody. Somebody can play. They might not be great. Somebody in this city can play. I didn't say he had to be De'Aaron Fox. I didn't say he got to be a Sheldon Henderson. Sheldon Henderson played his ass off the other night, too. Shout out to the University of Miami Hurricanes. He said, as a coach, you see your team and your teams you play against, but you have a chance to see all the kids as a referee. Okay, I got you. But Ken, you understand what I'm talking about? I'm not talking about the pool of talent. It's got to be somebody. Nobody talk. It's got to be a mama or daddy talking about her son. These mamas and dads don't even talk about their sons no more. You follow me? I just don't understand it. I promise you, I don't understand it, and I'm and I'm gonna end with this because we're gonna talk about this all this week. Y'all tell a friend, tell another friend. I just need somebody can talk to me about it, man. I just want to see, dude, some of these kids can play. They might not be Division One, but it's Division Two, Division Three, NIA. We got to be excited about basketball. And not just what you can get from these kids and what you got to be excited about the sport. But one thing that made me excited about the sport was this right here. Let me see, can I find it? Please, Robert, had to tell me you did this. Please, Robert, had to tell me. Hold on. Let me just try this. Let me see. Oh, Lord. I didn't put it up there. But I'm gonna just put this. I'm gonna let you
They
see.
inspired me to be a better man and a better basketball player every single day, and that's what I try to go into games with and go into the practice with, like for the younger guys to be an inspiration. Like at the end of the day, the ball's gonna stop bouncing at one day, but it's how you make people feel and the impact you have on them, and that's what I want to leave a lasting impact on these guys because my OGs left a great impact on me, and I love those guys to death. So every time I have a tough game, anything like that, like it's funny. I always look at the young guys on the end of the bench, and I'm just like, I gotta keep going. I can't falter because they're counting on me. They inspire me to be a better man and a better basketball player every single day, and that's what I try to go into.
Reason I'm saying this, man, um
1 to 16, no matter who you are.
here it is.
Going through something, if school,
Watch this.
basketball, he will sit.
Watch this.
Man,
I want you.
16, no matter who you are.
Hold on.
If you're going through something, if school, basketball, he will sit you down, talk to you, not as expense, not as a commodity, as a human being. And this day and age, like, especially for us as young black men, like, some people don't look at us as human beings like that. And this man makes sure we're seen, heard, and loved. Your fear will sometimes hinder you from, oh, I might skip this workout today. Oh, I don't need to call this guy today. I can, I'll do it tomorrow. Like, KB doesn't have that. He doesn't have that. Like, I've never met somebody that's looked like me, that's grabbed life by the horns, grabbed the bull by the horns, and say, nah, like, I deserve this. Like, I deserve this. And I'm not going to cheat the process to get it. I'm going to go through every rough patch. I'm going to go through hell and high water. I'm going to go through the valley, and I'm going to get to the other side, and I'm going to earn it. And he instills that to the people around him.
What frustrates you the most when you're...
Ladies and gentlemen, those are two players from Howard University's basketball team. I want to play it. I'm going to play it tomorrow. But I know this is the end of the show, but yeah, I'm saving the best for last. And Glenn Bishop, we're going to talk about this tomorrow. Make sure you ask me, why do you believe that parents don't even talk about their children anymore? That was a good one. Man, I wish, hold on, let me take a picture of that one. But these young men in the press conference at Howard University, ladies and gentlemen, get all of that bag talk y'all talking about, skags and bags, and I'm getting this, and I'm getting this, and I'm getting this, I'm getting this. I'm going in transport portal. My coach going in the transport portal. All of that. But the way the Howard basketball players talked about Kenny Blakeney, they call him KB. That's two of his young men talking about him. And I'm going to play the video tomorrow. And they were talking about how they learned how to be held accountable. How they learned the power of your word. The power of decency, the power of hard work, and how they have never had an experience like this before. Playing for Kenny Blakeney at Howard. And Robert Hatter, I wish in this modern culture that we live in, and this world that we live in, that carried this, what them guys said, carried more weight than simply who's going to pay me the most money. If you're talented, you're going to get some money. If you're talented, your talent going to make a way for you. I just said that. Who's going to get me on TV? And what kind of exposure my kids going to get? My 18 and my 19-year-old son, who half of their ass going to be in the portal. What's the quickest way can I get to the NBA? What is the quickest way I can get to make a lot of money? Here is a man that cares about your kids, who actually teach them something. I know a lot of y'all, even sometimes on who watch this, not some of y'all, not all of y'all, but some people come on this show. If I'm not talking about something ignorant, we laughing and giggling, and they don't want to hear that. They don't want to get somewhere they're learning something. And the athletes who spoke about how Howard, they never felt like a commodity. And the truth of the matter is, college athletes have turned into commodities. Y'all do it on here. Y'all talk about it. Everything's a commodity. Oh, he going over there. He got this. He going over there. He got this. He going in. He got this. He jumped in the port. He doing this. It's a commodity. Especially in football and basketball. And what do those two sports have in common? I'll wait. More than ever, they are just chips. Your son is a chip. He go to Alabama, he's a chip. He go to St. John's, he's a chip. He's a commodity that can be disposed of, traded, and got rid of anytime they want to. Somebody said, well, my son, Niall Austin team, the Lancaster Bible College Athletic Crusaders. Hold on, let me put this on. Let me see. Let me see what angle you come from. Just won the National Christian Collegiate Athletic Association Division I Championship in Branson, Missouri. I thank the Houston basketball community for supporting us over the years. Let me put that back up there. Supporting us over the years. He was team captain and key player, got his degree last year, and we coming back home to counsel kids in this area. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm talking about. Brad, how long you been watching this show? How long you been supporting this show? This what I'm talking about. No, that ain't it. Talking about with football and basketball, you can't go straight to the league. You have to do some time in college. No, that ain't the reason why. That ain't the reason why. Leah, let me finish. Talking about Kenny Blakeney, he said, more than ever, these kids are just chips. And I was just sitting there thinking about, and they will be here next year. Some more chips will be here next year, and some more chips will be here the year after that. And when I hear these players, and I'm gonna play it tomorrow, I want you to hear it. I just played it, but I want to show you these guys' faces. He said, we are not treated like chips at Howard. That was the greatest advertisement of Howard University and playing basketball at Howard that I've heard. So many of these kids, they only know the transactional element of college sports. How can I make money here quick? How can I make money here quick? And I get it. But me, I want my son to have a great experience in life. He got a great experience in college. He having a great experience in life. And it sounds like that's what they have at Howard University. But I can't wait. Can't wait to get to the show tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna download what I just played. Right.
You're watching these games.
Right now.
This man from 1 to 16, no
Cause
matter.
it just done blew me away. At them young kids. In this, and I understand. Y'all don't understand. I understand this society. But shout out to I don't know your son's name, Brad. But shout out to young Austin. Oh, now, hey, it's now Austin. Shout out to now Austin. Young fella, man. I can't wait. If you need my help, and when you get back to Houston, you say you want to come home and counsel kids in this area, you let me know. And Brad, you got my email, Chop Shop Htx at gmail.com. And let's get something rolling. But thank y'all today. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. And can't wait to get there. I can't wait. I'm gonna be here so early. I might start the show at 11:59 tomorrow. Because I got some stuff I want to talk to you. I want to finish this conversation, but we got to understand this is very, very important. What I'm giving y'all, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear it. 'Cause I just want to be the same dumb as I've been. I don't want nowhere. I don't care if the airport crowded, because I don't go to the airport. I don't care if it crowded, because I don't go to the airport. And all you people who talk about, well, I don't do politics. Well, politics show doing you. Because they had me in that damn airport for 5 hours. So, yeah, I'm pissed. But Mr. Dotson said, Young Hatter, everything is moving too fast. The kids are jump busing and transferring, getting paid, temporary fix. Wait a minute. To a permanent problem, money. Remember, there are only 400 plus jobs in the NBA. That's right, 450. Lottery picks are only guaranteed. Absolutely. From Kenwood to starting the small forward on the high, who was that? Calvin Roberts. Okay. Last thing we need to be thinking about is going straight to the league. Yeah, ain't nobody talking about no league. Nobody talking about. I don't even know where going straight to the league came from, because we weren't even talking about that. I was talking about how great these young men, how Kenny Blakeney at Howard are shaping young men. And I don't know how we got on that subject. That's what people's mind at. That NBA. Y'all kill me with this NBA talk. But I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Dot, come back tomorrow, because I got something for everybody. But I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. Where that button?